To follow developing news with TikTok. The app, of course, saved for now, with the president approving an extension to keep TikTok from being banned until June. The extension comes after Trump's tariffs announcement derailed a deal that had been set to transfer control of the app to an American company, according to reporting from CNN. Joining us now with reaction and insight is local social media expert Mary Gunther from the Social G.Co. Mary, good morning to you. This extension is good news for businesses and influencers that use the app, but of course still a lot of uncertainty. So I guess, how are you helping businesses navigate all of this?
Sure. Thanks for having me. I think the name of the game, and this goes back to 75 days ago with the first extension, is just helping businesses to determine a strategy, a digital marketing strategy that is diversified and doesn't put all their eggs in just the TikTok basket. I think this is the biggest thing for any business is just to you want to be in places and grow audiences in more than one place. You don't have to be in all the places, but just the platforms that make sense for you and your business. I think a great way to go right now would to be having that conversation with your followers on TikTok. If you're going to launch a YouTube page or launch YouTube Shorts or move more content to Instagram Reels, letting them know that because there's nothing worse for a business owner than feeling like they don't have control. So I would encourage any business owner to start thinking about those things.
Yeah, Mary, you and I have talked extensively in the past about this specific ban that's potentially looming over TikTok. Of course, that extending another 75 days into June. But were you surprised, as somebody who helps manage these social media accounts, were you surprised about hearing this ban being extended, or I guess the potential for a ban being extended?
I wasn't surprised. I think, people realize TikTok is a huge economy. People have whole careers on there. And I don't think anyone wants to see that go away. So I wasn't surprised by the extension. Obviously, bigger things going on in the world economically, politically are affecting this TikTok sale. So I just encourage people to stay aware of what's going on because unfortunately, I think TikTok is in the mix of a lot of these other things. So hopefully, I'm hopeful in 75 more days, there will be an ownership changeover. I know there's some American companies interested in purchasing it. So hopeful. But that being said, I just want to reiterate, after the first extension 75 days ago, I think it's easy for a lot of us to kind of go on with our life, keep doing our business. I just encourage people to assume it's going to go away. And if it doesn't, great. And if it does, then you are covered and have a plan in place.
Yeah, of course, it does feel like it kind of snuck up on us, right? From the first potential ban date to now, and now it's being extended. So it's going to sneak up again. So basically, I want to ask you about diversification on platforms. It's something that you've talked a lot about in the past. What are some things that people can do right now to diversify where their content is and kind of help them get ahead of a potential ban here in 75 days?
Sure. I'm a big believer in marketing is a lot of different things, digital, in person. So other places that I think are great for creators, YouTube Shorts is growing. YouTube is a great place right now for people to be starting pages or just building them out. Instagram Reels. They also have like a shopping side of that app. So if you sell products, that could be a place where you could go. I know Facebook Reels is kind of up, like there's more demand than supply on Facebook for Reels, so that could be a place. But other than that, like if you're selling a product, start doing some research on other places that you could sell. You could create your own page because you, at the end of the day, you want to own that. And when we're all on social media platforms for our businesses, we're renting those spaces. We don't really own our pages. And I've seen pages go away and it can be very difficult. So just start thinking about other places that you can go for your business. Additionally, do research on where you're going to take your business. There are some other Chinese-backed social media platforms that a lot of people have gone to. You don't want to be in the same boat with those if those were to end up being, banned or cease to exist here in the United States. So just be careful of where you're taking your business next, but definitely look at some of those options and bring your audience from TikTok with you.
Yeah, one of the things that you had recommended when we spoke about 75 days ago was to have people download their, most watched TikToks or most viral TikToks, and also the analytics that goes along with it. Is that still your recommendation?
Absolutely. I mean, we're still in an uncertain time. So we have 75 more days. Even if you were to download a lot of your content and you never need it, that it's better to have it. So I would 100% recommend downloading your most viewed videos or stuff you don't want to lose. There are some tools out there that help you mass download from TikTok. And then, yeah, just get a plan. And just you don't want to lose all that work and all of that goodwill you've built up with your audience too. So just, I think, people are well aware of what's going on with TikTok. If you just let your followers know, I'd love for you to follow me over here. To start building, take them with you. I think that's the biggest thing is you just don't want to lose everything you've invested over the years on TikTok.
Yeah, it's very easy to put all of your eggs in one basket, especially with how successful people have become on TikTok. I'm curious about the analytics side of this because that's something that's very important to some to kind of gauge how they're doing business-wise. Why is it important for those businesses or maybe influencers to download that data or those analytics and take that with them?
I mean, data tells a story. I think that you could, gain certain insights from certain forms of content that resonate very well with your audience. Maybe if you're selling a product, what reel or what video pushed you to sell more of those things. I just think even if you're a creator or an online business owner, data tells the story of your business. And I know for our clients, we're always looking at data and what types of content are resonating most with their audience. We want to give the audience more of what they want. So data driven decisions to do with social media to me is not an option. It's really a necessity.
So I'm curious to pick your brain about what do you think the predictions or what do you think the future of social media marketing if platforms like TikTok face bans in major markets like the United States? What does the future of social media look like? Or, is it just something that we should always just be diversified in what places we're posting our content?
Yeah, I mean, I obviously don't think social media is going anywhere. I think these platforms are really communication tools of our time. So I don't see them really going anywhere. Now, TikTok obviously is huge as well. I think at the bottom line is, I think you always want to just be two steps ahead of some of this stuff. If you have social media marketing for your business, you might want to have an email distribution list as well. You always just want to have ways that you can continue to communicate with your followers if something were to ever happen to your business presence, your business platforms, always having a plan to continue that relationship outside of that. So, I mean, social media to me, I think it's going to evolve. I think it already has evolved over the years. And I think just staying ahead of where it's at and leaning into the things that are working and honestly using it as it's a business tool. I always tell people social media is a business tool. And if you use it as such, you can be very successful and it can help your business to grow a lot.
Yeah, let's talk strategies on how you can take your followers with you. You mentioned that, have that conversation now with your followers to have them follow you. What is an example of one way maybe an influencer, content creator, or a business might be able to go about doing that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm all about, if you have that relationship with your audience where you can, you talk about real things, you're sharing news, you're sharing updates about your business. I think it's nothing wrong with just being honest and saying, hey, with the uncertainty of TikTok, I've started a new page over here. I'd love for you to follow me there. And just kind of releasing that every so often so people know, hey, you can find me here too. I think we all are kind of aware of what's going on, and I think your real loyal followers will do that. They want, if they enjoy your content or they enjoy your product, they're going to follow you over. So I do think though, being the having the short attention span that we tend to have these days, you definitely want to bang that message a few times, probably a few dozen times to get people to really take action on that. But I just think, again, it's just being genuine and as a business owner and saying, I'm a little unsure, but I'd love to see you over here too. So,
All right, Mary Gunther with the Social G Co. Always appreciate your insight.